Saratoga Springs is a wonderful, wonderful historic community. We have about 37,000 folks that reside here year-round, but we are a destination vacation place to be. So we constantly have a very dynamic community. Our camera system and our security system and the Milestone product allows us to better manage the population swells that occur. It's been in place a year. We had a more archaic system. We were interested in upgrading our camera systems, and Milestone provided a platform in which we could have ease of viewing, better retention, and more clarity of picture. The city did a Homeland Security audit back in 2006. We had a group of state and federal folks come in and show us where our system is from a public usage and an employee perspective. What we did was we took those points and we started planning as to where security cameras would go, where the security infrastructure would be happening, and the monies that would be needed to achieve that goal. What we're using Milestone for is to integrate our off-site buildings, the rec center, the water treatment plant that's coming online this year, our parking garages, our public works garage. They are all Milestone platform projects, and they all come back to the police department. So the police department, while they don't have a physical presence, actually has the capacity to review those areas that are most sensitive to the city and manage them remotely.
City surveillance is a challenging application, you can imagine, especially in a very quaint and pretty town like Saratoga. So that was a major engineering problem, was, how do we get the data, to where it needs to go? The components of the original system were a combination of megapixel still cameras and PTZ cameras from Access Communications. We were pole mounted or building mounted in several areas. Most of that data is being piped back to City Hall over point-to-point or point-to-multi-point radios. And that technology is ubiquity. So the Milestone back end was a combination of different software pieces, but the heart of the system is Milestone Corporate. But some of these other departments don't need, the full function of ExpertTech Corporate. They might only need, let's say, Essentials. But yet, City Police needs visibility on all those cameras. And then we can connect it all up via what Milestone calls interconnect, and make that available to City Police as one integrated, centrally managed system. And keep in mind, this system has grown a lot.
The rec center offers programming for the city and the school district at large. So we have about 2,700 people. The facility here, the gymnasium here, is about 28,000 square feet. The entire building's about 36,000 square feet. And then we have about 4 or 5 acres of property outside. Right now we have 16 cameras on site. It manages inside and outside. Covers basically everywhere from the entrance coming in to the parking lot, the fields, the playgrounds, and then inside our gymnasium and racquetball courts and some certain key areas. The system allows us to look at every single area and manage every area by if we have vandalism, if we have reports of theft, if we have an injury or incident that occurs. We're able to play back those incidences and either download them, and if it becomes a police report, we can manage that by giving it to the police.
Milestone actually has the capacity to continue to grow. We're very fortunate that Digital Surveillance Solutions recommended the city's use of Milestone because we have actually increased our capacity to make our city safer using the smallest amount of tax dollars, which are always important. The training was fast, it was easy. The Milestone folks came, they were very friendly, they brought a tremendous amount of intellectual capital with them. It took about an hour. We learned how to use the system, and we've all gone from there.
The way that this system was, conceived, built, deployed, and supported, it's all about, a collaborative relationship with the client and getting a lot of feedback and making sure that they're happy with what they have, and being, completely, honest and straightforward about where things can be better. We think that, life safety systems deserve that kind of attention to detail. and really require that there be a closeness in the relationship between the integrator and the end using client.